Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 681 for TWA. We are here in the land of red live on YouTube. It is TWA Legends Night, and we are coming off the heels of a fantastic show. An absolute thrill ride of an afternoon we had with Wrestle Wars Genesis. If you missed Wrestle Wars Genesis, you can find the link in Discord. You can go to Twitch and check out the VOD there. It is, of course, not uploaded to YouTube yet. Or exported, rather. So you still have to go to Twitch and or Discord to click that link and watch the show. But what a banger of a show it was. Champions stood tall today all day long, except for one. We did have one champion that had a faux pas of a day, if you will. We have a brand new TWA Speed champion again. After having a very difficult time even crowning an inaugural Speed champion, we are now on our fourth Speed champion. It has been absolutely insane, but today's matchup, you gotta go watch it. Like, if you blink, you will miss the match. It was so quick. Easily, I gotta say, it's probably the fastest match in TWA history. Wait till Joe Link goes to do the recaps. He's gonna be, in awe of that matchup. It was so quick. And, Sarah Dawn inked a contract, had a debut matchup for the Speed Championship, and won it. Right? I mean, it's not like she won it by squashing a can. She did not, right? So, but then to turn around and she lost to Roxanne Perez. And Roxanne Perez did not waste any time out of the gate with a bombshell. And it was pretty much over. I'm pretty sure it was one move only and just took the champ out. So Sarah Dawn, of course, lost her TWA Speed Championship earlier today on Wrestle Wars Genesis. Some of the biggest news coming out of Wrestle Wars Genesis, of course, El Grande Americano from Team Infinitoni won his matchup today, retained his coveted TWA Television Championship, of course, so he is still a quintuple champion, first ever, and now coming to TWA Legends Night with a chance to challenge the TWA Legends champion, Carino Sinister Farmer. And, of course, if he is able to complete his agenda, he will become not just the Legends champion for the very first time, but he will also become the first ever and only sextuplet champion in the men's division. So a lot riding for El Grande today, but it's going to be a great afternoon of matches. It is going to be an action-packed thrill ride. All Legends on the show today. Obviously, it is TWA Legends Night, but it's going to be a banger. Soul Embers, welcome to the show. I see you snuck up on me on the broadcast booth there. So what's going on? What's new and exciting? What are you up to?
Always. Not much, man. I just thought this El Grande meme would wear out once in a while.
Yeah, no, El Grande is still out there whipping some tail. I mean, he's accomplishing some very interesting feats and beating some people you just didn't expect him to beat. So it's been fun.
Dude, I blinked for the first title match.
Oh, good God. Over. Good God, wasn't that fierce? I don't even know, like, it was like, what? What happened? It was wild. Fastest match in history, I guess, easily.
I guess I just set Sarah Dawn up for the women's technical wrestling championship then.
I mean, it is a high-octane, fast-paced matchup, right? You got 5 minutes to get everything in and try to dethrone that champion and or beat your opponent. I mean, we're not going to have only championship speed matches. There will be other speed matches. We do need contenders, etc. So, but yeah, no, it was a very quick match.
I guess she's going to go for the submissions title.
Very
for the
quick
women's
matchup.
That's what I heard from her. So,
so today, also Saturday night's main event, which of course is pegged as being John Cena's final matchup. First of all, do you think he wins or loses against Gunther?
With Cena's, okay, so let me backtrack here for a second. I watched a podcast with Cena on it. He was talking about the match and the opponent. And he wanted to go up against LA Knight or some of the LA Knights and some of the most people that he hasn't gone up against.
Yeah, well, he's never faced Gunther.
But that may be, but Gunther's getting pushed for no particular reason right now. And Cena doesn't like it. Cena does not like this matchup at all.
I mean, I will agree that Gunther didn't need the rub. He's already well over.
He didn't.
Yeah, he's well over. But at the same time, it does look good on It does look good on his resume if he takes out Cena, you know what I mean? So there's that for Gunther, but
well,
yeah, I think a lot of people
I
wanted
wanted
to
to
see
see the
LA
Miz, to
Knight.
be honest.
Not me, I
I wanted
wanted
to see
LA
the
Knight.
Miz, LA Knight,
Yeah.
Randy Orton, hell,
I
even
mean,
Jeff
actually,
Hardy.
to be fair, I'm surprised it wasn't Orton because it would have brought them full circle. Because they came up into the business together, right? From FCW to NXT to everything else.
Yeah, OFW.
Well, there was no
yeah.
NXT then, but I mean, you know what I mean. There was
It's
Ohio
Wrestling,
Valley,
yeah.
and they were also in Florida Championship Wrestling for a bit. But then they literally come up together. Them, Batista,
It
Cody
should not be
Rhodes.
Gunther. That's just my opinion. That's Cena's opinion too. It shouldn't have been Gunther.
Originally,
but WWE's going to do what they're going to do.
When they first planned everything, I figured it would have been Cody Rhodes, if not Randy Orton.
Yeah, it should have been.
One of those two would have made a lot more sense. If Batista was around, Batista. But I mean, with who we have currently, I still would have went with. And if you're not going to choose somebody to take him full circle like Orton or Rhodes, then yeah, I would have went with LA Knight.
I would have picked Chris Jericho, to be honest.
Jericho would have been an interesting choice, I guess.
Cena
but I mean,
Jericho.
They've wrestled before. That's why I would have. That's one of the reasons I don't mind Gunther. But LA Knight would have filled that same hole.
Unless they would have got Wade Barrett back in the ring.
Would be great to see
Wade Barrett versus John Cena for the final match.
It actually sucks that Wade Barrett isn't wrestling. I don't know why, if he just doesn't want to. Because I mean, they pay him a lot of money to do what he's doing. To be fair, I mean, but I liked Wade Barrett. I thought he was an entertaining character, and he was good in the ring. So good on the microphone. I thought he was, but I don't know.
But tonight, Cena doesn't care. He does not. And to be honest, my personal opinion on this, I think Cena's going to come out on top.
I don't know. Usually you go out with a loss, and Cena's has that old school mindset too. So.
Well, yeah. Look how long he's been around. So
I don't know if he goes out on the other thing is it actually his final match, or does something happen? Like, does The Rock come out? Does The Rock come out and say, no, you sold your soul to me, and I did not say you were done yet, and then make him go to WrestleMania or SummerSlam? Because a lot of people don't believe it's his final match.
Yeah, people are saying The Rock's going to come out, but I'm going to tell you this right now: John Cena's actually losing his vision.
I don't know.
He's losing his eyesight.
I know he signed a 5-year contract and is going to be an ambassador for the company. So either way, he's going to be with the business, and he's got a lot to offer.
He's always going to be with the business.
He's got a lot.
Be active wrestling.
He's got a lot to offer the up and comers. So he still has a story to tell through other people, of course. But yeah, there
was a video of everybody saying thank you to Cena, and Brock Lesnar is in it too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how can you not respect what Cena did for the business? I mean, even if you weren't a big John Cena fan ever, like, you still have to respect what he did. That guy was wrestling way more than other superstars. If the average superstar during his run was wrestling 200 matches a day, he was probably a year. He was probably wrestling more like 300 or 400. He was always out there. He wasn't just at the big shows. He was also at house shows. He's also making wishes. He's granted. What did we figure out earlier? He's granted 600.
He's over 1,000.
He's 650 make-a-wishes. But it would be cool if he got to 1,000, though. Well, it'd be cool if he got to 1,000.
In his own words, he's the first one to arrive and the last one to leave.
And he's in the Guinness Book of Records for it too. So he's literally granted more wishes than any celebrity on the planet. So that's pretty awesome. So he's done so much. He was the face of the company for so long. Whether people felt that he was being shoved down their throats, which he most certainly was at points during his career. I remember one time I made a joke on a TWA show, actually. I mean, back then it was TAV, but it was before we rebranded.
I remember.
But I remember I made the joke about calling him Super Cena, and I said, if they ever fucking call him that on broadcast, I'm turning off the TV. What happens? The following Monday Night Raw.
Happened.
Yeah. They called him Super Cena. I was like, son of a bitch. I should have kept my mouth shut.
And they also put Super Cena in the game, too.
Right? I know. But the fact of the matter is, he was Super Cena back then. He was just beating everybody. He was burying everybody. And I do believe...
A magical golden shovel.
I don't know whether he'd ever admit it or not, but I actually do believe... Because it's not like it's one or two people. There's a lot of people that say that Cena had people buried.
No.
But
I don't think so, personally.
if he did, maybe it was for reasons. I don't see it being as bad as, say, what the Click did to people. But because the Click buried a lot of people, held a lot of people back
tonight, and we are talking about one of the greatest of all time.
Well, we're also going to continue talking about. We're also going to be talking about some more matches on Saturday Night Main Event in just a moment. But we are on YouTube. Things are supposed to be faster paced, more high octane. We need to get to the tone setter of the match and get this bitch running. Right? It is Legends Night. It is episode number 681 for TAW. TAW. That was one of our old shows. TWA. How dare I? How fucking dare I?
You know what? You know what? We need to go old school once a year.
Once a year. First match of the show, though. Our tone setter for TWA Legends Night. It is Julia Jackson, Sarah Suzuki, and B. Jackson. They are the League of Nations. And they are taking on Trish Stratus, Mickie James, and Lita. It is a 3-on-3 tornado tag team matchup to kick the show off. So let's get things rocking and rolling. Time to turn and burn.
Since we're talking about John Cena tonight,
John Cena
last match.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was going to be discussed anyways because he's literally on the card for Saturday Night Main Event. So
I have a list already.
You have a list for what? Oh, you have a list to read?
The list for the top 10.
Oh, nice. I have a list also for later, so we can get to both. What's your list?
Mine's the top 10 John Cena's best matches.
Ooh, fantastic. Mine is the best WWE NXT champions.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you got a good list, I got a good list. But before we get to them, though, I just want to ask you some questions regarding the... you know what? I got to turn my dashboard on, too. I don't even have the chat open. I am terrible. Nice. I mean, we already did Wrestle Wars Genesis, so my brain is a little bit... it's
well, Rocky Cross
around.
Is now Andre the Giant. He's Andre the Giant. He's a cheetah, and he's driving a Civic.
Oh, nice.
I feel bad for the car.
By the way, welcome back in, Rocky Cross. Welcome to TWA Legends Night, episode 681. Of course, we just had 680. Triple X was much more fun, though, wasn't it? Just most people couldn't wait till we got to the Triple X. I mean, it wasn't even really Triple X. That'd be 30.
To be fair and to be honest, I was waiting for the 3Xs.
Were you? A lot of people were.
It reminded me of State of the Union.
Oh yeah.
The movie.
Except for it's not just Triple X, it's DCL Triple X. It's 680, but it's still funny that Triple X is on the end of it, though.
So what was I doing?
Oh, right. Thank you. So let me just open it up here. We never even finished it on Wrestle Wars Genesis, so this is actually convenient. Where is it? There it is. So Saturday Night Main Event, the match card, likely opening the show. Bayley versus Sol Ruca. What do you think about that match?
To be honest, Sol Ruca is actually an upcoming star still.
I really like Sol Ruca. I think she's going to be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's on your list.
Yeah. I have Sol Ruca. Yeah, she teams with
Bayley wins.
Melissa Archer.
I don't think Bayley's going to win this. I think it's going to come down to who wants it the most.
I'm wondering if somebody causes the match for Bayley, like maybe Lyra or somebody they've had a run-in with lately. I'll be honest, I don't like the Lyra Bayley team up. I want Lyra back doing her thing and winning titles. But
I wanted Bayley to go back to her hugging thing.
And they're there, ladies and gentlemen. They are the TWA Underground World Tag Team Champions, B. Jackson and Sarah Suzuki. And, of course, Julia Jackson accompanying them for this 3-on-3 matchup.
Question is, can they coexist, Mickie and Julia?
Can they coexist, and can they beat the legendary team of Trish Stratus, Mickie James? Wait a minute, who was the third one?
Lita.
It was Lita. Yeah, Lita.
How could you forget one of the women
I know.
that went through the Attitude Era?
Well, to be honest,
with the women's championship.
So to be honest, Oni and I were going over the card to decide what matches we wanted for the show. There were some matches we just couldn't do because there's other storyline things in the works. So I ended up, and the rankings weren't clear, and some of the people on the rankings have recently lost. It was one of those situations because I also pay attention to rankings. So because you can't have just storyline and you can't have just redeems and stuff like that all the time. You got to have your legit contenders getting opportunities as well, right? So we've always done that. We always will do that. Oh, give me a moment. Lady of the house is calling.
Uh-oh. He's in trouble, guys. You do not want to keep her waiting. Coming down next, Mickey James.
Representing Country Dominance from Richmond, Virginia, Mickey James.
Yeah, they should have just put her in
the building for this match is so thick you can cut it with a knife.
They would.
A lot of drama involved with this one.
They should have just put her back in the game. Mickey's been in the
who is always laser focused on the competition. I expect big things from her.
Since Archer is away right now, you get my list out of the way quickly because I have to leave shortly. So this is the top 10 Cena matches. Number 10 is Randy Orton and Cena, the I Quit match at Breakaway 2009. I'm not going to read it if you don't know it. It's alright. This is from GiveMeASport.com. That's their BS. Yeah, that was a good match with all the Randy Orton and Cena I Quit.
The high-flying Hall of Fame.
Number 9 is Cena versus JBL and I Quit at Judgment Day of 2005.
From Sanford, North
Number 8, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam of 2013, respective years. Yes. Number 7, TLC, John's 2006 TLC match, Unforgiven 2006. It was John Cena and Edge. I can't go wrong with that. The Rock and Cena at WrestleMania 28. Cena and Brock at Extreme Rules 2012. That's number 5. Torres, Styles and Cena at Rumble 2017. Punk and Cena at Raw's 25th anniversary. Number 2 is Shawn and Cena at Raw, April 23rd, 2007. And number 1, which was the craziest match of Raw, was John Cena versus CM Punk at Money in the Bank of 2011.
I just knew that was going to be.
Yeah, that was good. It was always going to be
going into a no DQ match. You have to be prepared to do things you normally wouldn't even contemplate. No disqualification means you have to do everything you can to get the win.
Yeah, I kind of stepped away from wrestling for a while.
He's ready to take this match to the outside.
I can't believe she's resorting to a sledgehammer.
Here we have a pin attempt. The pin doesn't even last to a count of 1.
Not even close.
Good God, what force. The hammer dropped. Literally. Something might be broken. The disrespect can be tasted in their mouth.
So, with that being said, I will give you guys a adieu. Y'all had fun. Have a good one. And remember, once the show stops, the offices are closed. So you better make your claims before the show ends. I'll see y'all later.
Foot, meet face. Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
Have a good one.
She got noodle legs. Not looking good. Up high.
the ring. She's going under the ring now.
This could be big. That changes this match in a big way. Making the most of that with the pin.
And we have Lita.
The really old.
Hey, I've returned. Sorry about that.
Lita is really
Solon was basically said that he's had to go because
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Hopefully everything's all good and it's not an emergency or anything. Either way, I actually have a list to get to at some point. Anyways, I was going to go over the card with you. I think, I can't remember, did you choose Sol Ruka over Bayley earlier?
I think it was Solon.
Okay, so probably the first match on the card. But Bayley versus Sol Ruka, who do you think takes that match?
I think possibly maybe Sol Ruka. Mostly Bayley maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think maybe Sol Ruka to get over.
It's one of those things, does somebody cost Bayley the match? Does Bayley get a clean shot? I would like to see Sol Ruka win it. I like Sol Ruka. I think she's really good. She's only going to get better, and I think she's the future of the women's division. Or one of. There's actually quite a lot. There's a lot more women superstars in the making right now than there is men, in my opinion. You know, look around. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some talent in NXT and TNA and other places, but man, the women's division really heating up in development stages and even beyond. So, but yeah, that one's a toss-up for me too. I'd like to see Sol Ruka win it, but Bayley, I could also see Bayley winning it, and I wouldn't hate either decision really. World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Leon Slater is, of course, the TNA X Division champion. Who do you think takes that matchup? I know. That's another match.
It's going to be maybe most likely be AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
Yeah. Unless somebody costs them the match. Again, it's one of those matches. Somebody could come out and cause the match. It could be the Street Profits. It could be Jay and Jimmy Uso. DIY, Fraxium. Oh, that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the matchup by submission, B. Jackson, Sarah Suzuki, and Julia Jackson. They are the League of Nations. Congratulations to Team Honeybee Wrestling and the League of Nations. Big win over three very legendary ladies in Trish Stratus, Lita, and Mickie James. That was a good match, too. Very good match. Great way to open the show. Little 3-on-3 action. I mean, I figured it'd be a banger, considering who was in the ring.
Yeah.
So you think AJ and Dragon Lee? Okay, so what about undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes versus NXT champion Oba Femi? That one I do feel like interference will be a result of something. I think Drew McIntyre maybe gets the attention of Cody Rhodes, and Oba Femi kind of just takes over, or so. I don't know. I would like to see Oba Femi put over here somehow. I would like the NXT champion to be able to go back and say, I beat the champion. Right? And further push that elevation process from NXT to the main roster.
I think Oba Femi's gonna drop that title to
Ricky Saints.
Whoever wins, or maybe have Javon Evans get himself a ring match, possibly.
Javon Evans would make a good champion.
And then, to get himself a rematch and then win the title.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a better way if they would have not have done the match just past Tuesday in the main event of NXT.
Yeah. I mean, Javon Evans would make a good champion, and some of the matches he'd have with the other guys on the... Because I think it's time for Obafemi to move on. I think he's done all he can do there. Really.
There's nothing you can do in NXT.
No.
He's done it all in there,
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, he needs to move on. All right, next match of the day. It is the Great Khali taking on the One Elijah Archer. Of course, you guys saw the One Elijah Archer have some success on Wrestle Wars Genesis earlier today, as he was finally able to beat Big Bronson Reed in a one-on-one contest. It is Legends Night, and he is here, and he is ready to face the Great Khali in one-on-one action, as both men look to elevate their status towards championship conversations, whether that be the Global Legends Championship or the Legends Championship. They would like a shot at both of those prestigious titles. So that is next here on Legends Night. The Great Khali versus the One Elijah Archer. Let's go. So you think that Oba's going to win?
Yeah.
Or do you think that's
this interference from if it's
Drew McIntyre?
From, McIntyre,
yeah.
Cody.
Or does it end up being a non-finish and nobody wins or loses? That could happen too, I suppose. And then John Cena versus Gunther. The other thing, is that going to be the final match card? Is it only going to be 4 matches, or will they add a 5th? What do you think they'll do there? I don't know. But yeah, what do you think? John Cena or Gunther? Who goes over in that match?
Gunther's going to... I'd love to see John Cena win, but he's one of those guys that's put over people.
Yeah.
Solo.
And we said this earlier, but historically speaking, when you retire, you don't go out on a win. You know, that doesn't happen. You put over the person they select to be in their 4-year retirement match to begin with. You know? So. But yeah. So those are the 4 matches on Saturday Night Main Event card. Again, will that be the final card, or will they add another match and make it 5? I don't know. Leave it at 4. I know there was some controversy whether or not it was going to open the show or close the show, but I'm pretty sure Cena versus Gunther is closing the show. I mean, can you imagine? Oni and I talked about this actually. Can you imagine they open the show? A lot of those people there maybe just to see that matchup. If it's already happened, what reason do they have to stay if they don't care about the rest of the card? You know what I mean? It only makes sense for them to close it. In my opinion. It only makes sense for them to close the show. And here comes the One Elijah Archer. Can he take out the Great Khali? It is a monstrous feat. And, by the way, the first time they've ever fought. They have never faced one another. By the way, the Arsenal game's over now, yeah?
Yeah, the Arsenal just conceded, so it's 1-1 between them and Wolverhampton Wanderers.
So it was a draw?
Yeah, starting to be officially. I don't know how long they've got left on the thing.
Okay.
Oh, I just said there has been confirmed news.
Confirmed news?
I think it's official. So, I asked Group saying what match is opening, opening the show, like Saturday night's main event. Group said the official opening match for Saturday night's main event on December 13th, 2025 is the World Tag Team Championship match.
No, there you go.
Between AJ Styles and Dragon Lee against Javon Evans and Leon Slater.
The thing is, are we to believe that Javon Evans and Leon Slater are going to dethrone AJ and Dragon Lee? And why would a non-title match be higher on the card than a title match? I don't get that either. That's strange. Because Bayley and Sol Ruka, that's not for a championship, is it? Or is it? Yo, Boss Apollo on the broadcast booth. What's going on, buddy? Good. I can ask you the same questions. Bailey or Sol Ruka? Who do you think's winning that match, Bailey or Sol Ruka? Sol Ruka. All right, World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater.
I think Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee and AJ? Okay. Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. I want him to win too. And then last but not least, John Cena versus Gunther.
I'm going Gunther.
You're going with Gunther? Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go with
Infinite Oni is in the house, I see. So is Mufasa.
But that's because Kali doesn't have to move for anybody.
Luke the Gooner in the house. By the way, Luke, Arsenal, the game is almost over. It is ending. It is quickly coming to a close. How dare you not be back on the broadcast booth with Moon and I. Even Boss Apollo beat you to the booth for Legends Night. It is disgustingly ghastly, sir. You should be ashamed of yourself. Should be ashamed of yourself. Just throwing that out there. So they're going to draw with the Wolves. What do you say about that? Arsenal just gave them a point.
I know it's 2-1 now, apparently.
For Arsenal? Oh, okay. See, I thought that game would end 2-0 or 3-0. I did not see the Wolves even getting a point. That'll of course give Arsenal a bit of a larger spread over Man City. Right now, I think it's a 2 or 3 point spread. Unless Man City played today and won. I forget. We went over it earlier, but I forget. Archer having a tough time here against the very large, great Khali. Look at the size difference. Archer's no small man, and Khali towers over him. Look at the strength. Archer, 265 pounds. Khali hoisted him over his head like he was a featherweight. Oh, nasty headbutt. Well, I wondered if Archer could have as much success here on Legends Night as he did earlier on Wrestle Wars Genesis, but he did just wrestle a match earlier today. Who knows if he's still at 100%. It was a bit of a war. He was in there against Big Bronson Reed earlier on Wrestle Wars Genesis. If you haven't watched the show, make sure you go to No Holds Barred and check out the VOD, or just go to Twitch and check out the VOD later.
Trampling the opposition. His body is showing the effects of this match.
But he is having a tough time against the great Khali here. Khali with some ground and pound even. Good Lord. Stomping a mud hole and walking it dry. He is. And those are some big ass feet landing right in Archer's face. Choke slam power bomb. Look at this 1 foot pin. How dare he? Archer, there you go. I was going to say, do not let him pin you like that. That would be ghastly. Good Lord. That would have been terrible. Disgusting. Oh, Archer's in trouble here. Come on, fight out of it. Ooh, jawbreaker. Doesn't matter how big you are. That's going to hurt. Ooh. Khali just keeps countering. Oh, Archer's getting fired up. Khali's got him fired up. Archer backing him into the ropes. Here we go. Big boot. Here comes the leg drop. Right across the throat. Yeah, he's not going for a pin because he ain't stupid. He's not keeping Khali down like that. But I bet you enjoyed every minute of it. Oh, he missed that time. Landed right on his gluteus maximus. Good God. Oh, snake eyes. Khali just, you know, he's so big and strong. I think Archer on too many occasions during this match so far has tried to match power with him. It's like, what are you doing?
He's heading back to the ring.
He is a gigantic human being.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
I mean, I guess being gigantic doesn't mean you're powerful and a great wrestler, but we know Khali is powerful. He may not be a great wrestler. You know, we're not going to go there, but if he gets a hold of you, however, he's manhandling, ragdolling you, if you will. Oh, snake eyes again. Archer with a big boot to the face. Problem is, Archer's having a problem stringing it together. Oh, damn. I mean, he has just been ragdolling Archer as often as possible during this matchup. Archer's not quite sure what to do with the big man. Oh, he tapped him out. That is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the matchup by submission, the great Khali. Man, Khali just knocked Archer back down the ladder as far as championship discussions on Legends Night are concerned anyways. He did. He did. Big Bronson Reed likely took a lot out of the gas tank. So you got to give him credit for even showing up here on Legends Night to face the gargantuan great Khali. But, yeah. But yeah, so a lot of debate. And a lot of people don't believe this is John Cena's final match either for some reason. I don't know. The only thing I could see, Oni and I talked about it, Moonrader and I talked about it. What if The Rock comes out at the end of the match? Whether it's win or lose for Cena, doesn't matter. He comes out at the end of the match and he says, no, no, no. I own your soul. Remember, I did not say you could give up or quit. I will see you at WrestleMania or whatever.
That'd be good.
So it would end up becoming his final match on Saturday Night Main Event, but his retirement match would be against the final boss. See, now the cool thing is, he could lose to Gunther tonight and then beat The Rock. So he could lose what people thought was his final match, but actually win his retirement match. So then he did two things, right? He put somebody over, passed the torch, then went on to defeat The Rock.
With each win, the great Khali only reaffirms his dominance.
Yeah.
In the WWE.
You know? All right, everybody's, what's up, Infinite Oni? Howdy. I already read that. All right, I want to see what superstar I am here on Legends Night. Earlier I was Kane, dressed as a blue heron, driving a garbage truck. All right, let's see here. Ooh, it's being tardy. I am LA Knight. Let's see what I'm dressed as. All right, moving on to our next match of the day. I am a walrus. I am LA Knight, dressed as a walrus. Our next matchup of the day, though, third match here on TWA Legends Night. It is the Captain, Dangerous Amber Extreme from Team Joe Link, and of course representing the Outlaws. You of course all know who the Outlaws are. You see them on Underground, Genesis, taking on Alundra Blaze in one-on-one action. That is next. Let's keep the ball rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What, y'all aren't going to join in on that? How fucking dare you not get the cue on that? One of Undertaker's entrance songs. Y'all aren't even in tune.
One of the best. You know what? I hope the next WWE they bring the gluten wheat. Had a
Oni says, "I am the walrus." Cuckoo, cachoo. Oh yeah, I got to figure out what vehicle I'm driving. I haven't done that yet. So I'm LA Knight dressed as a walrus, and I am going to be driving a vehicle.
One of my favorite music interests, by the way.
I'm driving a boat. Yeah, I'm going to get far in the arena in a fucking boat. Good Lord. I mean, I'm a walrus and a boat, right? I'm out of water. That is not cool at all. So, poor LA Knight is just a fish out of water now, technically speaking. You know. All right, here we go. Amber Extreme. The captain. Dangerous Amber Extreme. We don't want to introduce her incorrectly. We do not want the wrath of one dangerous Amber Extreme. Alundra Blaze, let's go. So, Boss, Wrestle Wars Genesis, we opened up. We had the tone setter of the day was Roxanne Perez from the Judgment Day. She was #1 contender, taking on Sarah Dawn, the brand new TWA Speed Champion. You should have seen how fast that match was. I'll leave it at that. No, really, it was the first matchup. So I'll leave it at that. You can go check it out for yourself. But wow, was it ever quick. Insanely quick. It was crazy. We were all like, what? What just happened?
This match, I cannot wait to finally do it.
Management, of course, does not like it when she drives the tank to the ring, which, of course, just makes her drive it to the ring even more. She is a rebel, a savage. One of the last true female outlaws. Hence their faction, the Outlaws. They consider themselves the last of the outlaws. But Amber Extreme, also a TWA legend, which is why she's here on Legends Night. From Team Joe Link. One of our greatest community members. Quite often subscribes to the channel, actually. Helps in various other ways, including Joe Link's match recaps and highlights, which I believe he's in the middle of right now. It's funny, so he was all caught up, I think, pretty much entirely till today. And of course, today I decided to run 2 shows. He's going to be like, you son of a bitch, you couldn't have just done 1 show, you did 2. And then while I'm watching, I hear you're doing another one tomorrow. How dare you? I can just hear him.
A true legend in women's wrestling.
Here comes Alundra Blaze. Former women's world champion.
Alundra Blaze uses a very
She's in fact been Legends champion.
A true athlete who conquered opponents in Japan with her power before dominating WWE. Alundra's power game is unmatched. No matter the size, Blaze will suplex you out of your boots.
Good grief. The Gooner sneaking up. You can't sneak up on us. We saw you coming. We saw you coming. I mean, Boss was watching cartoon porn again on his laptop, so I saw your reflection in the laptop sneaking behind us. Nice try, though. Nice fucking try. Odie's here, too. No, I did not. It must have been before Boss opened up that laptop. And by the way, Mighty Mouse Naked is weird, Boss. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't... Oh, like, what is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I got to thinking maybe I should have kept calling.
Odie's like, what did I walk into? Is Cracking Skulls here? What are we talking about? Speaking of Cracking Skulls, it was good to see him pop into Wrestle Wars Genesis earlier. Speaking of which, I don't think I... I mean, that's who I think. I think she will beat Bayley. Whether it's clean or not clean, I didn't really suggest that, but...
Where she's not the more dominant superstar. And I don't think she's going to start tonight.
Tell you what, though. That opening match was something else on here.
Which one? Today's? The 6-man tag?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
Well, the 6 Vixen tag. Ooh, I said, man, I better be careful. Yeah, no, we already discussed how you and I both came up with the card together, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, we did, yeah. I'm just throwing an advertisement out here on X. And I have not thrown it on Discord yet either. I'm bad. Here we are in our, what, 2nd match? Or is this our 3rd match? No, this is the 2nd match. Wait, no, it's not. It's our 3rd. Archer got beat up by the Great Khali. To be fair, he wrestled a match earlier. How dare all of you in advance. Oh, you shut up, Odie. Khali. Well, he's in the Legends division, sir. He has to be there.
Can't be blinded by that.
And then he wins. I'm like,
You have to take Alundra at face value.
Nobody wants to fuck you. What are you suggesting? Well, actually, maybe Boss. He's watching cartoon porn. He might be horny. It's entirely possible. As for Oni and I, we're good on not.
She has no idea where she is right now, and it is about to.
All right, there we go. Advertisement is now on Discord as well. I'm bad for forgetting to announce we're going live. Well, not everybody. Oh, you shut your mouth. I just did. I just did. How dare you, you stinky cuntfish. Ghastly. Oh yeah, well, Team Arsenal just about lost to the worst team in the league today. Haha. Oh, you also, by the way, you also missed Mickey James matchup. Oni, tell him who Mickey James was in there with today. What did the Gooner win today?
I watched it on my phone.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wow, what happened?
Arsenal. By the way, Arsenal won 2-1.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. It was looking for a while there like it was going to be a draw, though.
I was pissed off when we got.
Why? What happened there?
Oh, because we shouldn't be fucking drawing. We shouldn't be struggling against the worst team in the fucking league at 3 points.
Yeah, they have 0 wins, literally.
How are we struggling to beat that? Like,
well, sometimes when you're playing teams like that are literally the worst team in the league, you tend not to play as hard as you normally would. Kind of, sort of, subliminally underestimating the opponent at the time, and they sometimes, every dog has their day, and they just about had theirs until Arsenal woke up and kind of took control back of that game. So.
Well, the first goal, we didn't even score with the card. It fucking hit the bar, bounced off the goalkeeper there,
That's some funny shit. Hey, it's still a goal. A goal is a goal is a goal.
You wouldn't think we won by the way I'm sounding. Yeah. What matters at the end of the day is the 3 points, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now they have 38 points. So they pull a little bit ahead further of Man City. Wait, did Man City win today? They what? Or is it tomorrow? Oh, okay, that's right too. Yeah. But currently they're what, 8 points ahead of Man City now? Yeah. Or wait. No, I think they were only 2 points ahead of Man City, so that'd put them 5 points ahead, right? Because you get 3 for the win, so yeah. So that'd be
3 points. About 5, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so 5, yeah.
Kick in the corner. Perfectly executed. Kick to the gut. I have a theory.
Yeah, I don't know if I still have it open or not.
Covers, wasting no time. This could be it. Got it. No, just a 2.
I got to tell you, this matchup, Alundra Blaze really taking the fight to Amber Extreme here.
We're witnessing insanity.
Again, Alundra Blaze has been champion before, so
But who will reach their breaking point first? Who can hold on?
she is not new to the competition in TWA. Amber Extreme is one of the greatest in the history of the women's division in TWA, however.
That is great.
Okay.
Premier League football, they'll tell that. You see, Arsenal struggle to beat the fucking worst team in the
They did.
league.
They did.
She has trouble coming.
I do still have that list too. We never got to the list earlier. Soul Embers was. Oh, that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match by submission, representing the Outlaws and Team Joe Link. It is the captain, Dangerous Amber Extreme, with a big W over Alundra Blaze. Look out, women's division, because Amber Extreme is going to be gunning for that Global and Legends Championship. She's coming. Amber Extreme cometh. Be prepared. So congratulations to Team Joe Link, the Outlaws, and Amber Extreme.
If I was a Wolves fan, I'd actually be gutted right now.
I mean, I wonder if they had some Wolves fans excited today, thinking, "Oh, we're going to get a draw." Nope, never mind. Arsenal scored.
They look happy when the goal went in, to be honest. And then Arsenal ran right down and scored straight away. Pretty much after that. Thank God we did, because I was not happy when that Wolves goal went in.
Yeah, crazy.
The thing is, though, Wolves didn't even look like scoring, so I thought, you know what, roughly 1-0 win, not great, but not to see the goal on him.
Yeah.
I don't know how he, gets in front of him, but he's not even, I don't know why he's standing there.
Did you watch the game too, Moon?
I know I didn't see it, but I've seen the score.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you watched any of it or not. All right, here we go. Next match of the day. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, representing Team Infinite Oni, taking on Jesse the Body Ventura in one-on-one action. That is our next match of the day. Once the match gets underway, I'm going to take a short facilities break, and I need a beverage. My throat is drying out, and my coffee is empty, which is quite disgusting, by the way. That should never happen. It should just, you know what? It should fill itself.
Ugly win, man. An ugly win.
It was an ugly win. It kind of was an ugly win, yeah. See, here's the thing. I thought they would easily. I didn't think. I didn't even think the Wolves would have put up a point at all. I thought it was going to be 2 or 3-0 for Arsenal. That was my. That was my prediction. That's what I thought was going to happen.
4-0. I went for 3-0, 4-0, eh? That's literally what I went for.
Yeah. I mean, that obviously clearly did not happen, but that's what I thought. That's what I expected.
A win is a win. We've won the game.
That's true. That is true.
Very lucky.
Yeah. That is true. All right, here we go. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and Jesse the Body Ventura. And again, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, represented by Team Infinite Oni. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to grab myself a beverage and use the facilities. I won't be long. Feel free to continue talking about the Arsenal game. I'll catch up when I get back.
Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Voted one of the most hated wrestlers in WWE history.
Well, look, Cole, there'd be no Hulk Hogan without Mr. Wonderful. Perhaps the Hulkster's toughest rival.
We've seen Orndorff put away countless opponents with his patented power driver.
I have a feeling we might see another one put down tonight.
The man known simply as the Body.
And says he only gets more beautiful looking every day.
And his opponent from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, weighing in at 245 pounds, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Conquered the commentary world, the political world, but first conquered the wrestling world.
They give the Body a mic and someone's getting upset, while the Body only gets more accolades.
The Body just loves riling folks up from the fans to the competition.
And we're going to see a lot more of that from Ventura tonight.
There's the bell. We've got Jesse the Body Ventura ready for action in this one.
Living by the motto, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Ventura certainly has been a polarizing figure in WWE. You might not agree with everything he does, but you gotta admire the confidence with which he does it.
I wish I could argue with you, Corey, but you do make a good point about Jesse.
But then we have one of the toughest, strongest, and meanest superstars WWE has ever seen, Paul Orndorff. Mr. Wonderful loves nothing more than laying his opponents out with powerhouse attacks and letting everyone know just how much better he is than the competition.
The only thing meaner than Orndorff himself is his brutal pile driver. Orndorff is more than willing to hurt somebody if it gets him the win and the glory. Oh my gosh!
Momentum really on Mr. Wonderful's side now.
Jesse's got to find a way to put his best foot forward here.
Tripped over the top rope. Ooh! And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
This might just do it. This might just end it up. Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
A powerbomb's not meant to be pretty, but oh man, does it get the job done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those.
Drop toe hold.
All right, I have returned. I see the matchup I have not missed. This is good. Good to see Orndorff back. It's the first time we've seen him since his loss to the immortal Hulk Hogan for the TWA Legends Global Championship, if you remember.
And Paul struggling a bit.
But yeah, so what have I been missing in conversation? Do we continue discussion
Climbing to the top. What's he having
about Team Arsenal? What's going on?
Oh, we kind of do what?
Yeah, I mean, just tell me like what. Obviously, you enjoyed the game ultimately because Arsenal won.
Yeah,
but
I enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
Whistle.
Well, so here's the thing. I can't ask Moonrader because he didn't actually watch the game. He just paid attention to the highlights and the score, etc. So tell me, what would you have changed about the game?
They went 5 defenders, so like the first five defenders at the back, which is hard to break down. I'm playing a lot. I'm playing bringing the midfield as well.
Right.
In the late stages of this
That was
matchup.
like caused issues. They couldn't break
Now,
it down.
do you think they did that because they thought they'd have an easier time against the Wolves and just ended up backfiring?
They did it because they weren't going to come and play football. They weren't going to come and play football because they just get beat.
Ventura telling the crowd
Yeah.
I mean, they are bottom of the league for a reason. You know what I mean? They're not very good.
Here's the question. How long has that team been like that? Like, are they always the bottom of the league? Are they always a terrible team?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but they've been like, last couple of seasons, they've been near relegation. But, like, they used to be 4 years ago, Wolves were good.
So are they like in a rebuilding process type of thing?
Well, they're just like, they've lost like some of the players that were good. They lost Jimenez. They lost so another good player that he has. They used to have Diego Jota, the guy who died in the car crash recently.
Oh yeah, that's right too. That's sad. Eh?
They sold, They sold that Semedo. I think they sold that Semedo as a decent defender as well for him.
And they had nobody decent to replace him with. Makes you wonder why they.
I think it's like Jordan just a bit that's just off the good look, to be honest.
Well, it makes you wonder why they would sell off a player without having a contingency plan. You know what I mean? Somebody better to replace them with, or at least a couple people that could make up.
They are definitely going to get relegated. It's near Christmas time and they haven't won a game yet.
Yeah. Now, for those that don't know what that means, explain to people what relegating means.
When you get relegated, you go down a league. You get like the notice from the league, you go down the league, and reverse the league.
So where? Oh, that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the matchup, representing Team Infinite Oni, It is Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, for the big win over Jesse the Body Ventura. So congratulations to Team Infinite. I got to tell you, Team Infinitoni has had a lot of luck today. Well, I will say luck. I mean, he's very strategic, isn't he? He's very strategic. So, boy, yeah. We all saw earlier El Grande Americano, who also represents Team Infinitoni, defend and retain his coveted TWA Television Championship. So he is still a quintuple champion, the only quintuple champion, and the first quintuple champion, obviously. So now, later today on TWA Legends Night, El Grande Americano will in fact challenge Carino Sinister Farmer for the TWA Legends Championship. If he wins, not only does he become for the very first time the TWA Legends Champion, he will also become the very first ever sextuplet champion. He will hold 6 championships at one time. That is an incredible stat, an incredible feat. Glenola is in the house, playing blackjack already. I think the blackjack numbers are... Actually, it should say here somewhere. Let me find it and I'll pin it to the top. There they are there. So, lotto numbers are 6, 5, and 8. Nobody won it last time, so those are the same. The dice are 5 and 6. And blackjack is 16. Let's see, 6 and 5. Who got that? Was that Glenola? No, Glenola got a 7 and a 4. Oh, wait. Hold on.
I can't really... I will say this. I will say one more thing about the Wolves.
165, unlucky.
When Wolves do get relegated to the championship, I don't see them coming back up straight away.
Oh, yeah, Glenola did get a 6 and a 5. So, Glenola, that means you tied the house. So, if nobody else betters a 6 and a 5, that means you'll have a roll-off with the house. Or wait, was that blackjack? Just gotta make sure that I'm... Yeah, it was blackjack, okay. Oh, it was blackjack, so no, never mind, it's 16, that was only 11. I saw the 6 and 5 and automatically assumed the dice, because the dice are 6 and 5.
I will say one thing, I can't see, if Wolves do eventually get relegated, which will happen this season.
Well, yeah.
They won't come back straight back up, I'm telling you. They're going to be in a lot of trouble for a couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
I can't see them, because they're going to, think about it, they're going to lose more players anyway, once they go down.
All right, here we go. The next match of the day. It is Bret the Hitman Hart and the Iceman, Christian Hart, the only American-born member of the Hart family. They are challenging the Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Mr. Ass himself, Badass Billy Gunn. They are the New Age Outlaws, and they are next. That is our next match of the day. Let's rock and roll. Keep the ball rolling. Showtime and go time, turning and burning. Name your cliche. The next match is now. The next match is, well, maybe it's not now. Video Productions is not, they are not cooperating. Now it's now. The next match is now. 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 All right. Here we go. Team Christian Cool being represented by the Hart Foundation, of course. Does anybody have the New Age Outlaws? I forget.
I don't.
See, I don't know if when Team Rocky Cross, because I know they have DX, does that include Badass Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, or is it just Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chyna? I don't know. Maybe even X-Pac. I forget. Rocky, answer our question, damn you. Answer our question. Do you have the New Age Outlaws as well, or is it just Chyna, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and possibly X-Pac? 579, unlucky. 3 and a 2, unlucky. Again, the dice are 6 and 5. So you've either got to roll a pair, or you've got to match or beat that 6 and 5. So you need a pair of 6s ultimately. Blackjack is 16. You got to beat 16 or tie it for a playoff. Don't forget, you guys can also check out what superstar you are today. Exclamation point superstar. See what they're dressed as. It's Halloween all year round here. Exclamation point Animagus. And while they're driving around dressed up something, what indeed are they driving? What would they drive dressed as a llama, for instance? You can find that out too. Exclamation point vehicle.
Expect nothing less from Mr. Ass and Road Dogg, who has a certain style he prefers.
It's me, it's me. It's that D-O-double-G.
It's time for
me and that badass crooked letter.
I'm still trying to get over how
Which one? Who's playing a game? Were you playing a game? What were you playing? Who was playing a game?
What about the game I have to watch tonight?
What game are you talking about? I don't know.
Just a match to play on the game.
Oh, on LCW?
That fucking table, you know that table match, LCW?
Oh, yeah. That was weird, eh? Talk about glitching out. Yeah, so LCW had a tag team. It was I believe it was a 2 out of 3 table tag team matchup. People went through tables all match long, and it did not make a difference. They did not count the tables. It was 0-0 through the whole thing. The gods of LCW had to intervene, unfortunately. I feel, you know what though? I feel your sympathy, or sorry, your pain. I sympathize with your pain because I too, as you know, the TWA gods have had to intervene on occasion throughout TWA's history. We do not like it, but it happens.
Yeah, you can't ask for a much better matchup than the one in front of us, gentlemen.
Today, Boss Apollo is John Moxley. What are you dressed as, Boss?
I'll find out now.
And then we got to see what you're driving. Or may have to take a page from Dex's playbook if it's always Halloween. Oh no.
What's funny is
War the Machine will dress up as Lobo.
You probably never heard me cheer on Jay so as much as in my life, and actually put him on for a
I was gonna say that earlier. I actually forgot to mention it because we ended up talking about something else. But I was like, "Hey man, you're cheering on main event Jey Uso here."
I wanted to match that.
I actually hope they do take a run at the tag titles as the Usos again. Because I got to tell you, in my opinion, Jay's main event Jey Uso run started to get a little, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah. And he'll get back to the top of the mountain eventually anyways. Right? He's going to get back there eventually. He's good enough.
I just don't think he's good enough to be main event. He's a tag team wrestler already.
He's more like main event mid-card, not main event, but
mid-card, yeah, it's right.
But I do believe that eventually he will be main event Jey Uso. I think he has the tools. He needs to put more work in. And not that he's been wrestling forever, right? He's been, and they're in my opinion, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. But singles competition is far different than being a tag team partner. And
he's not really it for a single wrestler, though,
right, and if you're not wrestling a lot of singles matches, you're not wrestling many people outside the tag division, so you're not. So your chemistry with them is not as good as it would have been if you were wrestling against another tag team partner of some sort. You know what I mean? If all you wrestle is tag teams and you're not wrestling the Roman Reigns and the Cody Rhodes, you're not going to have the chemistry with them. You don't have and it's harder to work with them. And so it just, I don't know. I feel Jey Uso still has some work to put in, but I do believe he could actually be main event Jey Uso again and actually be main event worthy. I think he's got the tools. Whether or not being back in the tag division is going to help that any, I don't know, but At least it gives him...
I don't think he's a main event guy, I mean, myself.
At least it gives... Not right now, I don't think so either. But then again, there's a lot of people that might disagree with us, right? A lot of people that might disagree with us. I didn't see who... what was Boss Apollo driving? He's a camel.
He's obviously done something right if you've got no...
John Moxley dressed as a camel. What are you driving?
A Camaro.
Oh, Camaro, I see it. There we go. Ace Hunter is also John Moxley. What are you dressed as, Ace? By the way, Callie Carter had a match earlier today on Wrestle Wars Genesis. Not sure if you were able to make the show at some point or not. Not sure.
I was, for my wrestler, or wrestler superstar, was Edge for Oakland. I was also dressed as a snail in the vehicle that I was driving.
You're a snail?
Yeah.
Ace is driving a Ferrari. And he's a reindeer. John Moxley dressed as a reindeer driving a Ferrari. If you paint your nose red, you know, you could be Rudolph driving a Ferrari. Moon Raiders, a hippopotamus. And what were you dressed as? Or who were you? Were you Moxley too?
Oh no, I was Edge.
You're Edge. So you're Edge dressed as a hippo.
I was Edge earlier on. Also, the vehicle I was driving was a Chevette. Is that the name?
Oh, Chevette, yeah. So that was that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winners of the tag team matchup by submission. My God, there's been a lot of submissions today. Has anybody noticed that? I'm not even talking about just here on Legends Night. Wrestle Wars Genesis, too. There's been a lot of submissions tonight. It's been crazy. You would think we were running submission matches here. Wowzers. But the winners by submission, representing Team Christian Cool, Bret the Hitman Hart and the Iceman. Christian Hart, the former Triple Crown champion. Christian Hart picks up the victory for the Hart Foundation over the New Age Outlaws. So congratulations to Team Christian Cool. I'm still waiting for confirmation whether or not Rocky... Boss, does Rocky have the New Age Outlaws? I know they have DX, but did they include the New Age Outlaws, or was it just Shawn Michaels, Triple H, China, and X-Pac? If Soul Embers was here, he would look... I guess we'd have to check the claim section. I don't know. I can't remember. The other thing was, we couldn't remember if they actually... Did they put their claim in the claim section? I don't know if that was a problem at one point. We were trying to figure things out. That could be why we don't know it's not in there. I don't know. Which would mean nobody has them. They'd have to claim them or lose them. Moon Raider is Xavier Woods, dressed as a hippo and driving a ninja.
Yeah, driving a ninja.
So a ninja is a Kawasaki motorcycle, if you didn't know. If you didn't know. All right, moving right along. Next match of the day, Sensational Sherry taking on the coldest bitch on the planet, January, in a one-on-one matchup. It is for the TWA Legends North American Championship. That is next. It is next. All right, let's see here. This is the final match before what we would usually call the betting rounds. Of course, we can't have betting lines here on YouTube. We don't have that capability, but we can most certainly discuss who we think are going to win or not win these matchups in the betting round matchups. They are all championship matches, as is this one, of course. TWA Legends North American Championship on the line. January, putting her title on the line against Sensational Sherry, former Women's World Champion. legendary figure.
What's her name? January.
I think most people are probably most familiar. Well, there's two different. It depends on the era you were old enough to remember in, but you either remember her being with Shawn Michaels, or you remember her being with the Macho King when she was Queen Sherry. And by the way, Macho Man was so awesome at being king. You know what I mean? The only other person that I loved being king as much as Macho Man Randy Savage was Booker T, because they took being... Oh God! They took being king to a new level. They made it entertaining. When
I was a kid, I hated the King Booker thing, but now I like it.
No, not me. I liked it then, even because here's the thing: they brought a new flavor. They brought the being a king to a new level. Because not only were they like really entertaining, they could back it up in the ring. It was fun. It was entertaining. And I'm not saying I liked Booker T at the time. Well, I did. I've always liked Booker T. I marked out when he beat Jeff Jarrett in WCW and became WCW World Champion. I was so happy for Booker T. But I mean, it was designed. We were supposed to hate King Booker, right? King Booker, right? So we were supposed to not like him. Therefore, you invest in it. He's so good at it, you invest in it. You liked him yesterday, but today he's King Booker, so we're going to hate him today. He's one of those wrestlers that are capable of doing. That's what's driving me nuts about the LA Knight thing. LA Knight is so good at working a crowd. So now, from what I understand, and I've read several articles that say that the higher ups have big plans for LA Knight for 2026, which is probably why they had him written off TV. They're going to give him a bit of a rest. I believe he'll be back Royal Rumble time. It's possible he wins Royal Rumble. You know, a lot of people think Braun Breaker, but here's the thing. Braun Breaker doesn't need the Rumble to get a shot at the World Championship, and he's going to win the Rumble eventually anyways. So there's that too.
I see Sami Zayn winning it because as he's so over in Saudi.
I wonder if it won't be LA Knight. Either way, LA Knight's winning a world title next year. Whether it's on SmackDown or Raw, we don't know. Are they going to do another draft? Are they going to mix things up and change? I wish they'd stop blurring the lines, though. Stop having Raw and SmackDown and SmackDown people on Raw. Stop it. If you're going to do that, then you don't need two sets of each championship. Unify them.
Yeah, I agree.
Unify them, and if you really want to, bring back other championships. Like, there's more than enough people to have the European Championship back. Hell, there's more than enough people to bring back a British Championship and have a British Heavyweight Championship. They had the in NXT, they had the NXT UK Championship. They could bring in a WWE British Heavyweight Championship. You know, or again, they could bring back the European Championship. That's a very coveted championship. I thought they would have done that because originally there was talk about NXT Europe becoming a thing, and they kind of quietly slid that under the rug and it never came to fruition. So I thought if they did that, there was no way they weren't going to bring back the European Championship. So I was excited. But
Wolves scored 2 goals and somehow lost the game because they both were own goals. Oh yeah, man, that's fucking funny that.
Here comes the
so I do have a list, by the way. I'm going to check out the chat real quick, see what I'm missing out on, see what's going on with the lotto and the dice. Dinner is about ready. Have a great show. I will be live later. You can't eat and watch the show at the same time, sir. That is ghastly. How dare you? We are all offended. You know what? We're not even coming to visit your... We're not going to come visit your channel later. How dare you? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure we'll all be over later. Who else is live tonight? Boss, are you live tonight? That is... Oh, okay, well that's ghastly. You should be live tonight. How dare you? But Glenola is, however, going to be live later, so we'll make sure we go show him some support over on Twitch TV. You got what? 21? Did you really? Yeah, you did. Fuck yeah. Somebody other than Rocky Cross won fucking blackjack. Wow. Because Rocky Cross, listen, he's the only person that has ever won the lottery, and he did it twice. He's gotten 21. No, really. He's gotten 21 on at least 3 occasions that I can remember off the top of my head in blackjack. He's won World Championship worthy, I think, twice. And and when it was still there, he won the tag championship redeemed more than anybody I can think of. So he has a lot of luck with that crap. He hasn't won anything lately. But it's like, holy shit. We may as well just stop having... I'm surprised he doesn't bet more often on matches. I mean, he's pretty damn lucky. He could probably win a whole pile of extra TWA coins if he was putting his TWA coins where his mouth is half the time. But anyways, yeah, so Boss Apollo with a perfect 21, so he's clearly leading in blackjack, beat the house and has beaten everybody else. So now it's up to everybody else to win at dice and try to win the lotto. Is anybody winning at dice right now? Did anybody beat the 6 and 5? Here we go. Sensational Sherry versus the coldest bitch on the planet, Janvier. That's, of course, French for January, in case anybody was wondering. How dare you for thinking I didn't pronounce her name correctly. I did, just in a different language. Ghastly. I forgot to ask Glenn what he was having for dinner, too. I want to know what he was eating. I'm kind of hungry. I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat at some point, so to know what other people are doing can kind of be helpful in this situation. Oh, hey, what are we having for dinner in the UK tonight? What are you having? She just said, there's your dinner, and you said, well, you said what you said. So what are you having? What's there? What's for dinner? What's on Luke's plate?
Tuna sandwiches.
Tuna sandwiches, delicious. Is there onion in it?
No, I don't eat it. I don't like it.
What is wrong with you? What's in it? Is it just tuna, or is there cheese, or is it mixed with some mayonnaise? Like, what do you got going on there?
All of a sudden, they put these high buns.
Well, of course. Well, dogs love fish too, right? So they like fish just as much as cats do. Yeah, they even put it in like flavoring for dog food and shit. Yeah. I mean, if you leave the room for 2 seconds and leave that sandwich laying around, Buddy will swallow that up.
Oh, he will indeed.
Yep.
He will indeed.
Buddy the Wonder Dog, eating some tuna. Do you have cheese on it? Tuna and cheese is awesome. Yeah. Especially if you melt it. Make it into like a tuna melt. I sometimes do that on toast. Although I'm not a big fan of, for me it has to be real tuna. It has to be, like, part of the fish you chopped up yourself and made into tuna. I can't eat the canned stuff. That stuff fucks with me. It's so full of sodium, and it doesn't taste the same. Like if you have a fresh piece of tuna, whether you make it into tuna steak or you mash it up and make it into tuna salad, whatever. If you eat that and then eat the canned stuff right after, you'll be like, what in the fuck is that? What in the blue hell is in that can? That is not tuna. Because it tastes like tuna when you're eating it initially. But then you try a real tuna, it's like, whoa. Because a nice fresh piece of tuna is delicious. Same with salmon. I do like salmon. We still have not gotten to our list. You know what I'll do? I won't read all the overlays or the overviews. I'll just read. It's the top 10, I believe. Best WWE NXT champions. Because we were going to do it earlier, we just never got to. We had a whole lot of conversations going on today. We covered everything today from NBA. You know what we didn't get to is football. We never got to the NFL. Moon Raider likes the NFL. No, but Moon does, and I know there's other people in the community that also like pigskin combat.
I don't mind.
I wish they. I know it's been around for so long now, but it really shouldn't be called football. I don't care if they call it gridiron or not. Why is it called football?
I think because they run with their feet
Yeah, well, I've said that before. Is it because they run with the ball? Because they most certainly don't use their feet very often. And the people that do most of the footwork aren't even considered part of the main team.
It's just only
the kickers. They're not considered. I mean, they get paid and they work for the team, but for whatever reason, the kicker, maybe because that's all they do, I don't know, but they're not considered part of the main fucking team. It's like, what? Really? That's a thing? Okay. Well, yeah, they don't kick the ball very often. At least in football. Like, you know, actual football, they kick the fucking ball all the time. It's literally how they play the game. That makes sense to me. They're just passing around an oval-shaped or an egg-shaped even piece of leather. You know, it's a pigskin ball. The reason I say pigskin is, I don't know if they still are, but footballs used to be made from pigskin. But anyways, neither here nor there, really. But it should be called, yeah, pigskin combat, because it is a combative game. It really is. Like, you better be in great shape to play that game, or your career won't even span 5 years.
I do have a lot of respect for what they do so well.
Yeah.
Taking tackles like really tough and they're really physically dead, and I fucking wouldn't play it.
Yeah, it is a tough game. And most football players' careers aren't very long either. You do get those. You do get the ones that are in there for a lengthy period of time. Depends on their position and what. Oh, look at that. That is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still the TWA Legends North American Champion, representing Team Infinite Oni. It is the coldest bitch on the planet, and the first ever sextuplet champion in TWA history, January, with the W over the sensational Queen Sherry. Queen Sherry was awesome. Yeah, that's like I said, I loved.
She was a good-looking woman.
Macho Man Randy Savage was phenomenal as King, just awesome. Yeah. King Macho and Queen Sherry, like they ruled the roost. Like I said, the only one I liked more, well, not to say more, as much as that was as good as that was Booker T. King Booker was like, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So January, still a double champion. She's the TWA Women's Legends Champion and the TWA Legends North American Champion. I mean, she's no stranger to holding multiple belts, as I mentioned earlier, just moments ago, actually. She's the first ever sextuplet champion in history. Now, of course, that kind of thing works different here. To become a Triple Crown champion or a Grand Slam champion, for instance, you don't have to just win 3 of those belts eventually throughout your career. You got to be good enough to hold them all at the same time. You want to be a Triple Crown champion, you got to hold 3 different championships, regardless of what they are, at the same time. January did it. Triple Crown, Grand Slam, Quintuple, and Sextuplet. She held 6 championships at one time. It wasn't until 2 years later the great B. Jackson tied January for that feat, and then one-upped her and became the first ever and still only septuplet champion. She held 7 championships at one time. The men have not done that. The highest we've gotten so far is quintuple, and that was just the other day. Just the other day. Well, it was like a week ago now, I guess. But El Grande Americano, because prior to that, the men have only accomplished, for the most part, Triple Crown status, and there's not even many of those crowned. Not even many of those. So Grand Slam Shade from Team Sir Jack the Great One was the only Grand Slam champion until El Grande came along. And then El Grande one-upped him and become quintuple champion. Tonight, he could become a sextuplet champion. Not only would he tie January, he'd become the first ever in the men's division to accomplish that. Well, I mean, nobody's become quintuple either, so there's that. Right, 2 people have won Grand Slam. Everybody else Triple Crown or less. And again, the list is not very large for that. Either you can check that out on Discord. It is in former championship section, or into the champions section. But anyway, here we go. Next match of the day. It is for the Legends Tag Team Championships. It is the Road Warriors, Hamel and Hawk, taking on Edge and Christian. They are the reigning defending champions. It is 2-on-2 for the gold. Let's go.
How many matches got us?
We're on our final 3 right now. Final 3. Queen Dust is next. She's co-main eventing today.
The Road Warriors should already be on the fucking game.
Oh wait, is it Queen Dust?
Yeah, it's Queen Dust next after this.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Bull Nakano.
Queen Dust underneath Bull Nakano.
Yeah, she's wrestling Bull Nakano. Bull Nakano's challenging for the Global Legends Championship. And then, of course, the main event. The one everybody's waiting for. Can he become a sextuplet champion? Or does Carino Farmer do what he does best and squash the competition one more time to take that gold back to the Wolfpack? We're going to find out, because the main event is El Grande Americano versus Carino Sinister Farmer for the TWA Legends Championship. So don't go anywhere. We still got lots of action. Let's start with the Road Warriors and Edge and Christian. Shalloway, let's go.
What do you think of Maxine Dupree winning the... I know it's a bit late, but what do you think of Maxine Dupree winning the title championship?
I mean, I like Maxine Dupree, and I think the crap she's doing with Natalia is a lot of fun.
What, like the trade?
The training, and yeah, I mean, don't you find it intriguing what they're doing together?
That actually, like, that must be legitimate trade, like she's been doing with Natalia.
I find it intriguing. I find it interesting, and I like the fact that Natalia is getting back involved. I'm one of those people. I don't understand. Maybe it was Natalia's decision making. Maybe that's just what she wanted to roll with. I don't know. But how Natalia has not been in some better storylines throughout the years, been world champion more times, is beyond me, because she's. I mean, technically speaking, she's one of the most gifted technical wrestlers in WWE history. She's part of the women's division, right? Part of the Hart family. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the Hart family isn't as fondly revered as they once were within the WWE circles. I don't know. But Natalia deserves... I mean, I think she would still be capable of a championship run now. Because she's probably going to retire sooner than later. She does, yeah. She does. Yeah.
The WWE
dedicated her life to the business just like the rest of the Hart family. So, I mean, I think she deserves it. They need to give Natalia Neidhart a proper send-off eventually, that's for sure. Because let's face it, she's going to retire eventually.
It seems like everybody's ready to write the champ's demise, but not me.
She'd be getting up there in age now, too, so... And here they come, the reigning defending TWA Legends Tag Team Champions, Edge and Christian. Or the Conquistadors, perhaps. Of course, they're not in their outfits today, though. So they are just Edge and Christian today. Bring what, where? Oh, the Blue Meanie. I mean, I'll be honest, I never really cared for the Blue Meanie. There were certain things. I don't mind comedy and slapstick here and there being part of it, but I mean stuff like the Blue Meanie for me was just too stupid. I just never cared for it. I know some people did; they liked it. It was, you know, whatever. It's cool. To each their own. I think Norman Smiley should be put into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, Smiling Norman Smiley. That dude is easily the best jobber of all time. I know a lot of people suggest other people, but listen, Norman Smiley, not only was he a great jobber, he was also, you know, he's very entertaining. He was decent on the microphone even, but he was also a tremendous technical wrestler. Like, the stuff he was doing and the people he was helping put over, like, a lot of wrestlers, especially then, couldn't even couldn't even hang in the ring with them, but Norman Smiley, who was a lot smaller than a lot of other people, was doing the job and doing the job well. Like, I just believe he's an underrated star. I thought he was of all time, you know? You got to have your great jobbers, and like, jobbers are necessary. They don't have enough jobbers these days. There should still be instances where people, especially if they're first turning heel or whatever, they've got some people they can line up, just jobbers, that they can squash en route to challenging. You know what I mean? Remember the days when that would happen? They would finally win 6 or 7 matches and then call out the champion or something. Like, I don't understand why they try using their development system instead of actually having some local jobbers show up. You know what I mean? There's independent scenes around. Use some local jobbers. Give them a boost for the night. Give them a high for the night. They'll probably wrestle for you for free.
Everything you can do to create space.
But yeah, jobbers I think are necessary. But Norman Smiley was just, in my opinion, the greatest jobber of all time. I think.
Championship at stake.
I think I know he's not a jobber. I don't think he is actually a jobber. Gilbert. What's his name? Gilbert.
Oh yeah, Gilbert. Yeah, the knockoff of Bill Goldberg. Yeah. He was light heavyweight champion at one time too. Even it's like, what the hell? Or wait, was it light heavyweight or cruiserweight at the time? I forget. They changed it back and forth. I liked the light heavyweight championship personally because it opened it up for more weight classes, so you don't have to have Rey Mysterio fighting for a heavyweight championship type of thing. But yet, you didn't have to be 205 to win it either. I think the weight limit on that was 223. If I'm not mistaken, or something like, because didn't Matt Hardy have to get down to 223 pounds at one point or something like that so he could be in the division back? Does anybody remember? I know he had to lose weight to get into the division, but I liked the light heavyweight championship division. It was decent. And again, you had cruiserweights and light heavyweights that was more realistic to see them competing. You don't mind on occasion seeing some little dude in there with, you know, a giant, but not all the time. Not all the time. So anyways, we'll have a quick look at this list. Again, it's the best WWE NXT champions. It's by the Sportster, written by Chris Colon, it looks like.
I say possibly
Gonna be in the top, yeah. So at number 10 for the best NXT champions, Karrion Kross. They simply say Karrion Kross reigns were better than people remember. He was booked well in NXT. I mean, I remember it, and he's right. He's right.
What I didn't like is what Vince McMahon did.
Yeah.
When it was his very first match on Raw, and then
he's waiting for him to rise to deliver something devastating.
Even though I like the Hardy, they didn't lose to Mick Hardy. Supposed to show that
into the pin. And the champ only gets
he's
not even close to being done yet.
Yeah.
Which was great.
So number 9, Samoa Joe was a badass champion in NXT. Also agree with that. I don't know who else is on the list, so I can't say if they should be higher or lower on the list yet. I guess we'll have to determine that later, but so far I agree with the people on it. Samoa Joe, Karrion Kross, I agree with both of those. Again, whether or not they should be higher or lower or whatever. Bo Dallas is number 8. They say Bo Dallas is the most underrated NXT champion. Listen, he was a good wrestler, but he was boring though, because he didn't have the same charisma level as his brother, and he didn't sound as good on the microphone either, for that matter. So, yeah. As far as being a wrestler, he's great, but as far as being a superstar, he was lacking back then, in my opinion. So, I don't know. Underrated or just maybe more or less not. He wasn't appreciated yet. He wasn't appreciated yet. He was in the shadow of Husky Harris at the time. Of course, became Bray Wyatt. But anyways, they say he was an underrated champ. I don't know if I agree with that one. So, what is it? Number 8. Number 7. Braun Breaker is the best NXT champion of the new era. I agree with that. I guess, yeah. I guess I have to agree with that. They're probably right. They're saying of this era. So, I mean, yeah. Can't argue that. Does anybody else have an argument why Braun Breaker wouldn't be on that list? He might even maybe should be higher. We'll find out as the list goes, I guess. But so I agree with that one too. Number 6, Kevin Owens took NXT by storm and quickly won gold. I think everybody remembers that. That was a great period of time for Kevin Owens. Number 5, Bobby Roode was on top form during his NXT run, and yeah, glorious Bobby Roode was definitely a great NXT champion. I again agree. Oh, that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the matchup. And still, the TWA Legends Tag Team Champions. It is Edge and Christian with a big W over the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, to retain their gold. So congratulations to Edge and Christian. Number 4, Tommaso Ciampa made the NXT Championship feel special.
Called it Goldie.
Yep.
And had one of the, I think it was him involved in one of the greatest matches with Adam Cole, I think it was back then.
Yeah.
Or one of the best rivalries with in black and gold, in NXT black and gold against Gargano.
And again, I have to agree, definitely belongs on the list. Definitely belongs on the list. Number 3, Adrian Neville had fantastic matches and helped grow NXT. Yeah, I have to agree with that too.
Best known, he's now known as the Bastard Pac.
The Bastard Pac, yep. Which is stupid, by the way. I thought it was stupid initially. I think it's stupid now. I mean, what's the point of him calling himself that, though? What's the point of him calling himself that, though? Is what I'm not fully understanding with the name. You know what I mean? I mean, when X-Pac called himself Pac, it was to symbolize something. When Tupac changed his name to Tupac, it was to symbolize. So what is the Bastard Pac, and what does Pac symbolize? I just don't know. Is there an answer to that question? Maybe there is. I don't know what it is though. Number 2, Finn Balor was at his very best in NXT.
Oh, is that number 2 or is it?
That's number 2.
Where was what's his name? The last one.
Adrian Neville?
What was it? Yeah, Adrian Neville.
Yeah, he became Pac in AEW. That's what we were just talking about. Yeah.
What number was he?
Oh, he was 3. He was number 3. Finn number 2. And sitting at number 1, Adam Cole is the best NXT champion of all time. And I
part of one of the greatest factions in the black and gold. And he brought Kyle O'Reilly in New Japan.
And that is absolutely correct as well. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best NXT champion of all time. I truly believe that. All right, again, congratulations to Edge and Christian. I don't think anybody's management. Is anybody managing them? I don't think so. I think they're running solo. I think, but here we go. Co-main event of the afternoon or the evening, depending on. Oh, I guess it's evening here too. What am I talking about? It is Bull Nakano challenging Queen Dust. Bull Nakano coming off a fresh competitive rivalry with January not too long ago over the Legends Championship. Tonight, she challenges Queen Dust from Team Moon Raider 25 or 26 on PlayStation. What the fuck, Moon? What the fuck?
Also, on the other account that I use for...
What are you, 27 on there?
For a while.
Moon Raider 27.
Moon Raider 30 or 29.
Oh, you're skipping numbers now. You're just trying to confuse shit. How dare you? But it is Bull Nakano versus Queen Dust 1-on-1 for the TWA Legends Global Championship. Let's go.
And even me, for me, it'd be the end of Series 27 and on the 17th.
So for me, the only questionable thing on that list was, oh no! We just crashed. That is ghastly. And it'll take so long, it won't give me a recovery time. Because it'll check the error of the status first. I hate that.